Alongside Brent Hubbs, I'm Austin Price, recapping the introductory press conference for Josh Heupel as Tennessee's 27th football coach. Brent, I thought he was smooth, he was prepared, hit on some key talking points. Is he going to be an exciting speaker when he talks? No, but I don't think that's his personality. He's a guy, though, that is a football junkie, kind of, one that, just kind of dives into things, and a guy that really preaches family. The more people I've talked to, the more they've talked about the word family and how important it is. When he leaves the office every day, he goes by and tells everybody bye, whether it's the secretary or his defensive coordinator. He's one that really buys into the family and atmosphere.
Yeah, I thought it was a smart move on his part not to talk about patience. He never asked the fans to be patient. Danny White did. We'll get to that in a minute. But he did not ask the fans to be patient. He said, let's go to work. And we're going to be exciting, and we're going to be dynamic on offense, and we're going to close the state down, or try to, in recruiting. I thought that was an important narrative to mention. I think that it was important for him to say players are welcome, former players, that is. So I thought he did well. I really did. I didn't think it felt stiff and rehearsed. He looked like a coach who was excited to be at Tennessee and understood the tradition of Tennessee. Does he know everything about Tennessee? No, I'm not suggesting that. But he seemed like a guy who's generally excited to be in this role and to have this opportunity. And he's just asking everybody to give him a chance.
Each media outlet was allowed one person in the room. You were our representative in the room. I was in a side room, but I was outside when he rolled up. He gets out, he walks over, and to your point, just takes it in. Think about it. He's at Oklahoma. That's a pretty neat stadium out there. It's big-time college football in the Big 12. He just kind of took it in. Then his kid wanted to walk out here, and he kind of come out here and he ran around and kind of grabbed a little bit of grass, and he goes, "You're going to have plenty of time for that. Let's go." And I was interested to see if he'd put on a tie, because Danny White's not a big tie guy.
Right.
But he didn't have a tie on when he first got here, but I'm sure he didn't have an orange one in the closet. Someone was waiting.
Yeah, certainly. But, again, I thought that he did okay. I mean, does the press conference mean anything? No, we've learned through the last however many coaching searches we've covered in all sports, the press conference doesn't mean anything, okay? And I think that's why it was important and a smart move by Josh Heupel today to get the questions in a hurry and to not give a long soliloquy about how great they're going to be, or this, that, the other. The proof is in the pudding, and he knows that's where the Tennessee fan base is right now. And so I thought he handled himself nicely for his first press conference. As
for Danny White, clearly not happy the news leaked out last night. You and I had a chance to kind of catch up with him afterwards. He was not mad at all at us. He said, basically, that's your all's job. We've got to find whoever's telling you guys this stuff and get them to quit telling you this stuff.
Well, and again, that's something we've heard about at Tennessee for a while. You talk about being united and all that. And listen, what Danny White wanted to do this morning is he wanted to have essentially a joint announcement with Central Florida and Tennessee. He wanted Josh Heupel to be able to tell the Central Florida kids goodbye and that he was leaving. And at the same time, I have a video deal for the Tennessee players from Josh Heupel so that neither team could run to Twitter and post something and break the news on the other, okay? I get that. I think it's great. I don't think it's realistic in this day and age that we live in. I don't think that's part of it. Some people are like, well, you shouldn't break news. Well, you guys are asking us every day, what's the latest? So there you go. But no, he was not mad, and he's not mad at us. Josh Heupel's not mad. I don't think they care two rat's rear ends about us right now. I think they're trying to figure out what a staff's going to look like. Let's go meet some people of importance at a reception.
And let's start recruiting.
And let's start recruiting. And I think, Josh Heupel does not have a very good reputation in recruiting. He's not known as a dogged recruiter or a great recruiter. But it's clear he has worked and understands that this state is pretty good this year. He's got a pretty good idea on kind of what the recruiting landscape looks like, particularly in state. I think that's why he referenced that. I thought it was interesting in Danny White's introductory deal. He referenced quarterback developer, how good of a quarterback developer is. We all know there's a quarterback in Martin, Tennessee that's very important to Tennessee. So I think, some of those things, maybe I'm reading too much into it, but it kind of stuck out to me a little bit.
And I would expect Ty Simpson to get a call later today. For Brent Hubbs, I'm Austin Price. That's a recap today. Josh Heupel hired as Tennessee's 27th head football coach.